Stop walking the same loop every morning and expecting your legs to get stronger because they probably aren't. Walking is great for your heart and your mood, and I will never tell you to stop. But if real leg strength is what you want, the kind that gets you off the floor without grabbing furniture, carries you up a flight of stairs without stopping, and keeps you steady on uneven ground, walking alone simply will not get you there. Today I want to walk you through 5 exercises that build real, usable leg strength faster than walking ever could. And the best part is, you can do all of them at home in under 10 minutes a day with no equipment. I have spent years working with people over 60 who wanted their independence back, and the pattern I see again and again is the same. People walk every single day, sometimes for miles, and they still struggle to stand up from a low chair or catch themselves when they stumble. That is not a coincidence. Walking uses your muscles in a narrow, repetitive way. It rarely challenges the deep muscle fibers that are responsible for power, balance, and catching yourself before a fall. Those are the fibers we need to train on purpose, because after 60, the body naturally loses a meaningful share of them every year if they are not used. Before we get into the list, tell me in the comments how old you are and whether you have had a fall or a near fall in the last couple of years. I read these comments and they genuinely shape what I cover in future videos. And if there is someone in your life over 60 who could use this, send it to them today. It might be the most useful thing you share with them all year. The exercise at the very top of this list is one almost every physical therapist recommends, yet most people have never been shown how to actually do it. It looks deceptively simple, but stay with me to the end, because the way it works on your body is genuinely surprising. Let's start at number 5, the seated leg press using a simple resistance band. I know a thin rubber band does not look like much, but what matters is not how heavy it feels. It is how slowly and deliberately you move against it. Sit in a sturdy chair. Loop the band around one foot, hold both ends near your hips, and press your leg forward against the resistance, taking about 3 seconds to push out and 4 seconds to bring it back. That slow tempo is what forces your nervous system to recruit the deeper muscle fibers that walking barely touches. 2 sets of 10 repetitions per leg, 3 times a week, is a great place to start. Try to eat a small meal with some protein within half an hour of finishing, since older muscles respond better to rebuilding when protein arrives soon after the work is done. At number 4, the standing calf raise with your heels elevated. Your calves do more than help you walk. Every time they contract, they push blood back up towards your heart, and a weak pump here is part of why so many people develop swelling, poor circulation, and shaky balance as they age. Stand behind a sturdy chair for light support. Place the balls of your feet on a low step or a thick book so your heels can drop slightly below your toes. Then rise up as high as you comfortably can, hold for 2 seconds, and lower yourself slowly over about 4 seconds. That extra range of motion is what makes this version so much more effective than a flat calf raise. 2 to 3 sets of 15 repetitions a day, ideally in the morning, is enough to start noticing a difference within a few weeks. If you are over 70 or new to this, start with flat calf raises for a few weeks before adding the elevation. If this is helpful so far, take a second to subscribe and like the video. It genuinely helps this information reach more people who need it, and that is the entire point of making these. Number 3 is the wall sit, and it looks almost too easy to matter. Slide your back down a wall until your thighs are roughly parallel to the floor, as if you are sitting in an invisible chair, and simply hold it. What is happening inside your quadriceps and hips during that hold is a type of contraction called isometric, where the muscle works hard without changing length, and it sends a much stronger signal to your brain and nervous system than a steady walk does. This matters because aging does not just shrink muscle, it weakens the connection between your brain and your legs, which is a big part of why some people feel their legs simply are not responding the way they used to. The wall sit helps rebuild that connection. Start with as little as 15 seconds, add 5 seconds each week, and aim to work up toward 90 seconds over a few months. Doing a short session in the morning and another in the evening tends to work better than one long session, since your muscles get more time to recover between efforts. A lot of people in this age group are also low in magnesium without realizing it, and that can show up as cramping or stiffness that people just assume is normal aging. Talk to your doctor about whether a magnesium supplement makes sense for you. Number 2 is the single leg step up with a slow, controlled descent. Here is something most people do not realize. Most fall injuries do not happen on the way up a step. They happen on the way down, off a curb, down a stair, off a ledge. The ability to lower yourself under control is one of the most protective physical skills you can build, and it is also one of the most neglected. To practice it, stand in front of a single stair step or a sturdy low platform. Keep one hand near a wall or railing for light support. Step up with one foot, bring the other foot up to meet it, and then lower yourself back down using only the leg that led the way up, counting a full 5 seconds on the way down. That slow lowering is where the real strength building happens. 2 sets of 8 slow descents per leg, 3 times a week, is a solid target. If a full step feels like too much at first, use a thick book or a folded towel to create a smaller 2-inch step instead. Eating a source of protein such as eggs, chicken, or a protein shake within about 45 minutes of this exercise can help your muscles make the most of the work you just did. And now, the exercise that belongs at the very top of this list, the one that outperforms walking by a wide margin when it comes to leg strength, balance, and fall prevention. It is the Bulgarian split squat, done with just your body weight and a slow, controlled pace. I know the name might sound intimidating, and you may have seen it done with heavy weights in a gym. Forget that version. Done at body weight, with the right modifications, this is one of the most effective things a person over 60 can do for their legs. It trains one leg at a time, which means your body cannot rely on your stronger side to compensate. So each leg gets fully challenged. Rest the top of your back foot on a couch cushion, chair, or low ottoman behind you. Plant your front foot firmly on the ground a couple of feet in front of that support, and lower your body down until your front thigh is close to parallel with the floor. Then push back up through your front heel. Hold a wall or door frame with one hand. If you need the extra stability, there is no shame in that at all. It does not take anything away from how effective the exercise is. What makes this movement so powerful is that it does 3 things at once that no other single exercise on this list does together. It loads your front leg the way real-life movements do. It stretches your hip flexors on the back leg, which tend to get tight from years of sitting, and it forces your core and hips to work to keep you balanced the entire time. Most people over 60 have shortened hip flexors without realizing it, and that tightness quietly pulls the pelvis forward and throws off balance throughout the whole body. This single exercise addresses both the strength side and the flexibility side at the same time. Start small. Lower yourself just an inch or two to begin with. 2 sets of 5 repetitions per leg, 3 days a week with a rest day in between. Over 8 to 12 weeks, gradually work toward a deeper range of motion. Warm up first with 5 minutes of marching in place and gentle hip circles. Creatine is one of the most studied and safest supplements available, and there is solid research supporting its use alongside resistance training in older adults for preserving and building muscle. It is worth asking your doctor whether it could be a good fit for you. Here is the truth I want to leave you with. Your legs are not weak simply because of age. They are responding to whatever signal you have been sending them, or the lack of one. Every exercise on this list sends your muscles, your nervous system, and your hormones a clear message that your body still needs to be strong, still needs to move, still has places to go. And the body listens to that message at 60, at 70, at 80, and beyond. It is genuinely never too late to start. If you found this useful, subscribe so you do not miss future videos made specifically for people who want real, practical information instead of generic fitness advice. And tell me in the comments which of these 5 exercises you are going to try first this week.